So, good morning, and it is a good morning. Being all, what is today? Tuesday or what? Today is Wednesday. This week is flying by. So I hope everybody's week is going pretty good. I hope everything's getting done. Now we have a chance to sit back again, take a breath. Relax our necks, relax our shoulders, and see what the universe has for us. Still getting into gear after the holidays. Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, Carla. My schedule is like 5 minutes off for everything. I'm going to try a different deck of cards today. I'm going to check out the Tarot of the Divine. Seems like it's a nice multicultural deck. I want to start using some more multicultural decks. Good morning, like the t-shirt. Hello, Eleanor. Huge Shakespeare fan. What can I say? So, where are we today? Again, all relaxed. Again, we're just listening to the cards like they're the sound of the waves. While Shakespeare stares at us. Actually, I was just talking to Mina this morning when I put this shirt on. And she's got a knitting book. She does knitting. And this knitting book is by a woman who calls herself Joan of Dark. Because she does like ninja knitting and geek knitting. So she's Joan of Dark. And that reminds me that history is based on the perspective. So if I remember correctly, in Shakespeare's Henry the Sixth, Part 2 or 3, the bad guy's Joan of Arc, because the English, the good guys, are fighting the French, the bad guys. And Joan of Arc is the witch on the French side. So it is all about perspective. And speaking of multicultural and different perspectives, let's see what the Tarot of the Divine has for us today. So here we have our stack. And as I break it into 3 different stacks, each one of these is a thread going out to the universe. Each one is a different conversation, a different thought. Whichever thread we pull is the thought that will carry through the day. So today is Wednesday, which is kind of like at the heart of everything. So let's go ahead and pull right there. I'm going to do my 3-in-1. These are pretty backs. It's one of those decks I've had for a while, and it's like, why am I not using it? Actually, because I'm such a darn traditionalist. That's why I'm trying to break free a little bit from that. Good morning, Joey. I'm going to try some more modern decks here. Get with the 19th century. And here we have the Page of Coins. So what's interesting is each one of these cards is based on folklore. So I'm going to have to read the book to really get an understanding of what they are. But the Page of Coins is about planting that idea. This coin is like a seed. And I like how actually it's kind of being presented here like nature brought together because it is an earth symbol. So it's with the page, it's that fresh idea, that wanting to learn, that wanting to grow. And here we have this person being presented with a coin so that maybe that'll give us that spark. But with the 5 of coins, all our best intentions and stuff, we can't, you know, as they say, you can plan a camping trip, but you can't plan the weather. I have an event coming up, Joey, and I want to try branching out. So I don't want to just sit there and throw a bunch of Anglo cards at people. I want to see and find cards that also might reflect everybody's culture. So I've got a few different stacks, but this one here is still pretty much Rider-Waite based. It does, but here we have her, and obviously as I say, you can plan a camping trip, but you can't plan the weather. So even the best laid plans can lead to challenges, as we can see here. And as cold as both of these look, sometimes we need to do what we need to do till we find a new direction. So here we plant this seed. This is the direction we chose, but it may not have been the best direction. But instead of giving up, we come to the Ace of Wands, which is about fire and energy. So sometimes we need to just follow that course no matter what we're doing. With the 3 of Wands as the advice. So we're going to do what we want to do. And until we reach that challenge and until we reach that pinnacle, but you know, so the 3 of Coins is about making plans and moving forward. And this is one of those things where it's just trial and error, where we have to be willing to, you know, we're going to push it to the extreme, to as far as we can. We start out with the good intentions. We try. But sometimes our best efforts still, we end up with that things not going right, things not going our way. But with this is saying that we need to come back with all the fire and all the energy. We did our best. We hit that mountain pass snowstorm that we can't get past. So either we stay stuck in the 5, or we come up with something new and we let it reinvigorate us instead of knocking us down. And the 3 of Wands is saying, make the plans. You know, we've learned something. Now we can really go forward. 3s are about growth. 3s are positive. So when we find we hit that wall, instead of letting it knock us down, this could be like a project. This could be something we're doing around home. Remember that coins are health, finances, work. So we do our best. We have the best intentions. But just because things don't go our way, we just take that as the inspiration to double down and just run with it. We come up with a new idea. So for today, again, you can plan a camping trip, but you can't plan the weather. Man makes plans and God laughs, right? So all that's going to do is that instead of knocking us down a peg, it's just going to fire us up, because nothing's going to stop us. That is the message for today. What's that about? 3? Oh yeah, 3 coin cards. Yes. Yesterday was about coins also, and yesterday I felt like it was health. So again, you got to wonder if this is about health. If this week is about health readings, it's like, we start out well, but it's like there's just some things that we can't control. But we can take an action. We can't control the situation, but we can take an action. So, with that, thank you all very, very much. Let me know what you think of these cards. I think I like them. So, have an amazing day. Have an amazing rest of your week. I hope yesterday was amazing. I hope tomorrow's amazing. Take care, everybody, and I will see you later. Thanks again.